Hello everyone, welcome back to another Naruto Storm Connections video. So, today I have a very interesting topic to talk about. So, if we look at Storm Connections, there's over 100 different characters. I won't say unique because there is a lot of copy characters, but recently with the DLCs that we've been getting, all the characters have been very needed and essential. Like Hagoromo, I didn't think Hagoromo was like such a I mean, he's one of the most important characters in Naruto, so it made so much sense to get him in the game. Kurenai also a very, lovable fan favorite character that people wanted to return to the Storm series, and we got Kurenai. Ishiki was also very needed. He honestly should have been base game, but he fit as DLC. And then Kawashiki and Boroshiki, they're okay. They're cool, new, unique versions of the two main characters for Boruto, so they at least make sense. So, if we're gonna get a season two, I want to talk about some characters that were left out of the Storm series or just plain forgotten. So, if we start off, probably the most highly requested character to be brought back into the Storm series, we have Anko. So Anko was in the original Storm game as a support character, and she had a few different moves and stuff that she can do, like her striking shadow snakes. She's kind of like a more um, bulkier Orochimaru, because Orochimaru will, you know, snake slither around the arena when you're trying to fight him. But Anko can probably be a more long range snake kind of user. So yeah, I mean they're gonna cook with Anko no matter what. But if they were gonna make a season pass too, like in the video I made originally, uh, probably like it was last week I made a video talking about if they were gonna be a season pass two, if they were gonna make that, and what characters would be in it. And Anko is definitely gonna be in that because ever since they brought Kurenai back, Anko has just been the conversation that everybody's been talking about when it comes to DLC for Storm Connections, along with Shizune. So Shizune, the thing with her is that she's not really that popular, but she does have a unique kind of move set. She has the poison mist jutsu. She's also a medical ninjutsu user, so she has some things from Tsunade. She's a student of a legendary Sanin, so she's definitely very powerful. But then again, she's not really an essential character that I think people would want in the game. Like, they want Shizune because she was in Storm 1 as well, and she's kind of like a forgotten character that feels missing, I guess. Like, why wouldn't they just add Shizune to the game? But she's just a character they could possibly add. But I have some more interesting characters on this list, honestly. So we have our boy Genma here. So Genma is actually a very underrated character. He's a Jonin in the Hidden Leaf, and he's got almost 900 S rank missions done, or A rank. It might be one of those two, but our boy was like going insane when it comes to missions. He also possesses the flying Raijin that he learned from the fourth Hokage. He was on Team Guy. Along with Ebisu. So he is a very like cold, unique character, and I feel like CC2 could definitely cook with him. Is he that popular? Not really, because most of the Jonin and kind of side ninja in the Hidden Leaf aren't really that popular. That's why they're not really in the game. But Genma is I think a very cool character that they can make and just cook with. CC2, you already know how they are with their DLC. Ebisu as well. He's very important. He's Konohamaru's teacher. Like I said in my past video, adult Konohamaru is very, very, very needed for Storm Connections. And Ebisu isn't really needed, but they can definitely do something with him because these are just characters that are from part one that they just didn't add. because they're not really that popular. But CC2 can make any character important. They can make Akamaru his own character, and cook with it. But yeah, so Ebisu, they can give him some kind of, you know, pervy comedic ultimate ninjutsu. They can also give him a banger with Konohamaru, a banger team ultimate. That would look really sick. Yeah, so Ebisu's just an option for DLC from part one. Another underrated character, we have Ibiki, and Ibiki's very unique. He has like that torture, intelligence kind of. Well, that's his job. He tries to get intel from Ninja, and he's very, he's a professional torturer. If that's what you want to call him. But I actually forgot about him for this video, but I was watching Boruto recently, trying to catch up, and I remembered him, and he's very like cold. This guy, he looks very menacing. He's done a lot of like more than Shizune. Like I don't know if I could compare him to Shizune. Probably like the same amount because there are underrated scenes. Like there was a scene with him and Kisame. He fought against one of the six paths of pain. So he has a lot of you know status under his belt, but CC2 can definitely do some crazy unique things with him. He has some unique jutsu, and just his style can be really cool, and he's a very cold character. But is he popular enough to be DLC? Probably not, but it's just an option there. Then we have Mizuki. So Mizuki is the first original villain in Naruto. He's the first ever person that Naruto fights in the series. He's only in one episode and then a filler arc in part one. But the only reason I'm suggesting him is because they can definitely do something with this character. I know he doesn't have a lot of screen time. Like I said, most of these characters on this list aren't popular enough to be DLC, but they're options if CC2 really wanted to make them. So with Mizuki, they can take that filler arc because he has a very crazy thing that he does in that arc, which is he transforms into this hybrid looking tiger mutation thing. And it's really weird and it's hard to explain, honestly, but it looks really cool. And I think if that was an ultimate in this game, CC2, well, not an ultimate, a transformation, is awakening. And they can also make it as ultimate as well. They can have him transform and do some, like a power bomb lariat kind of thing, like Killer B. That would look really sick. And CC2 cooks with all of their ultimates in the game. They can also have him use that big giant shuriken as a move for his base moves that he does. They can do something with maybe multi shadow clone jutsu. That would be just a troll. But yeah, they have a lot of material they can use for this character. Is he popular? No, he was in the first episode and then a filler arc, so he's not really, that important. But he did allow Naruto and Iruka to be boys. He allowed that moment to happen. So I just for the transformation alone, I'd like to see him in this game. Then we have, all right, so this is probably these three characters. You can feel that they're missed in this game because you have the Sound 4, you have Orochimaru, you have Kabuto, you have Zabuzan Haku, you have Kimimaru, you have almost every part 1 villain in the game besides these three. And these three are all unique. They're not really that popular to be DLC. I mean, they are, when you look at it, they're up there. I'd say along with Shizune and Anko, especially Anko because the Forest of Death and the Chunin exams and all that. And their fights were just amazing, especially Zaku. I mean, Zaku really gave Shino and Sasuke highlighted moments in the series, along with Shikamaru. When Shikamaru decimated Kin in that fight, that allowed Shikamaru to be a badass for the first time. Dosu was also a straight menace. He was going crazy. He made Kabuto throw up. He really injured Rock Lee heavily. And then Sakura even got a shining moment. So these characters were used to kind of highlight other characters, but they're all unique and have their own type of jutsus that would look really cool in this game. If they just wanted to even make Dosu and Zaku, maybe, because I know nobody's really going to want to pick Kin as a character in this game. But if they make Dosu and then make an ultimate between the three of them, kind of like, they did with the Sound 4. I know all the Sound 4 is playable, but they have a team ultimate. So they can do something with them, and they are, somewhat popular enough to be in the game. Yeah. Then we have, this is a comment, I don't think at all that this character will ever be a playable character in a Naruto game. Maybe he was. Let me know down in the comments below that there was some hidden gem retro Naruto game where Baki was a character. The only thing that this guy's known for is killing our boy Hayate. And it really sucks. He was in the first arc in Shippuden with Gaara, but he's not really important. He has a moveset they can maybe create, but he's not going to sell at all. They're going to be like, who? This random guy that killed a ninja, and that was the only... he's not really important, but he is on the list of characters that aren't on the game, so I just thought I'd include him. Hayate is much more popular, and he did get killed by this guy. So, I mean, maybe it's because he was brought back and he looks devious right here. He was the first proctor in the Chunin exams. He's got a unique moveset with the sword and all that. And then also with that other girl, I forgot her name. It was like Yugao or something. In Shippuden, they can maybe make something with them. But their popularity is like really low in terms of, wanting to create them as DLC. But Hayate is a really unique character, and his character design alone, and it's because he died in like the second arc. That's really what kills it. But he's popular enough, I think, if they really ran out of DLC options. But this is just another character to throw who's very badass. Alright, so this is really the end, but we have Raido and Aoba. These two are also just random shinobi from the Hidden Leaf that aren't really talked about much, but they just look badass. Like our boy Raido, when he pulled up on Kakuzu, going wild, bro. That was the sickest thing of all time. Aoba also had some things with Kisame, so they both went up against Akatsuki members, but they're not popular enough. Like, people don't even know Raido except for that Leaf Ninja with the scar on his face, and that sucks. Aoba is just the guy that was laughing at Naruto in that one episode. So that's really the reputation of these characters. They're not popular enough, but they, like, if you really, for a Naruto fan, if you dissect them and know about these characters and know what they're known for and know what jutsu they're capable of, then you could say, all right, well, they can definitely make something with this. But, yeah, guys, that's basically it for the video. I just wanted to go over a few characters from part 1 that I think could be in the, in Storm Connections. They're probably not, except for Anko and maybe Shizune. But it's a fun idea for a video to talk about characters that don't get a lot of love and would look really insane in Storm Connections. Any character, almost every character in Storm Connections looks insane. Their ultimate looks good. They're all, pretty well animated. But characters that don't get a lot of shine, like Kurenai, when she was getting all that after a long time, it was amazing, bro. They gave her the team ultimate with Asuma. People were crying. Like, come on now, Yeah, so anyways, guys, comment down below, what do you guys think? What do any of these characters have a chance of coming to a Naruto game in the future? Ibiki, Genma, Team Dosu. But anyways, guys, it's SSJ Benj. Peace.
the nerve to challenge me.